Hi friends, my name is Alexa and I'm going to be taking you through a 15 to 20 minute Pilates routine of some of my favorite exercises to do before bedtime for a better night's sleep. All you'll need for our routine today is a soft surface like an exercise mat or rug and your body. Join me when you're ready. Come to a comfortable seated position, and if cross-legged like what I'm doing does not work for your body, you can always come to sit on a chair, a yoga block, or come to kneeling instead. And we'll start with some neck stretches. Taking the right ear over to the right shoulder. I feel these are always really nice to do at the end of the day just to release the neck. Press the floor away gently with your left hand to get a little bit deeper into that stretch, and maybe even take your right arm up and overhead, hand cupping the ear, and guide yourself that little bit further over to the right. We release the right hand back to the floor. Take the left shoulder to the left ear to the left shoulder. You want to keep your shoulder relaxed. And we're going to press the floor away with the right hand. Maybe cup the ear with the left and guide the head a little further. Always listen into your body and only go as far as what feels right for you. This feels so delicious in the side of my neck. I hope you're feeling the same thing too. We release the hand, bring the head up, and we go into some rotations, taking the gaze over the right shoulder. Press into the floor with your hand so that you're feeling a little bit of lift as you rotate. Bring it back into center and gaze over the opposite shoulder. So you want to have a nice long spine as you rotate and twist over to the left side. Let's do that again. Take it over to the right. See if you can find a little bit more range of motion. I find listening really intently with the left ear helps find more range of motion to the right. We bring it into center and we look over the left side, listening with the right ear this time. Hands come to the knees for a few cat and cows. We're going to pull the abdominals back, rounding the spine into a C shape. Hands are on the knees, and you're gently pulling on the hands as you round back. Reach out through the crown of the head so that you feel the length in the back of the neck, and bring it back into center. Lift the chest through the arms. Take your gaze up to the ceiling, shoulder blades down your back, opening the whole front body. Bring it back in. Round one more time for me. Taking that C shape with the spine, rounding, pull the belly in to go a little further, and bring it in. Go the opposite direction. Opening the chest, arching the back a little bit, shoulder blades down. Give your legs a little push, and I find that helps me find a little bit more lift in this arch. And bring it back into neutral position or center. We're going to take a couple of side to sides. A right arm comes to the side of the right ear. We reach up and over, finding a side bend. Bring it into center, and let's go the other way. Just trying to move the spine in all directions, getting a few juices flowing, getting some mobility back in, especially if you have any stiffness in your body at the end of the day before going to bed. This feels so good. Just allows you to sleep a little bit more freely. And we bring it into center, hands come to the knees, and let's take a couple of circles, taking it over spinal circles. So we're going to take it over to the left side, circle around to the right, and bring it in. And finding a little bit more juice going the other direction, or right to left, good. And take it over to the left, circle to the right. All the way in. One more time. Over to the right. Find as much stretch as you can, lengthening in all directions in that circle, and bring it in. We should feel a little bit looser, a little bit more mobile already. All right. Bend your knees. Place your feet flat onto the floor. Sit up nice and tall. Hands hold on behind your thighs. Always remember, these are hands, not feathers. They're holding on tight. We're going to draw from the abdominals. Start rolling down towards your mat, like you're trying to lay your tailbone onto the mat. And then send the tailbone to the heels. Pull your abs in deeper. Take a breath in here. Exhale. Pull in deeper to come up into your seated position. Stay round until the end, and then lift the head. Shoulders come down your back. Pull the abdominals in, lengthen back, hands are holding on. Now work from your core. Relax those shoulders to come back up into your tall C shape. And bring the head up at the end, shoulders down your back. One more time. Roll it back, belly in, inhaling, exhaling, pull in deeper, bring it up. Head comes up at the very end, shoulders back. Now we're gonna go back one more time, but we're just gonna keep going back. Belly pulls in, we round back. Lengthen towards your mat. Send your tailbone to your feet. Keep sliding the hands down your thighs until you're all the way down on the mat. Take a full body stretch here for me. Inhaling, the arms nice and long behind you, the toes forward. Point those toes and bring the hands in to the side of the body. Close your eyes for a moment and just acknowledge that the ability to close your eyes is usually one of the first signs of relaxation. And we'll do some breathing just to center ourselves. Take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale. Deep breath in and exhale. Breathe in through the nose. Open the lips. Feel yourself sink into your mat. Nice. Breathing is so important in Pilates. And Joseph Pilates would always teach people how to breathe, before he really took them into some of the more advanced exercises, because you need your breath to find your body, or to really find those connections into your body. And the breath calms your nervous system as well when you're doing some of this work. All right, knees are bent, feet are flat onto the floor. We're gonna pull the right leg into the chest, give it a good hug before stretching it up to the ceiling. Now we're stretching out the back of the leg, the hamstring. Really reach into those toes and pull the leg in as tightly as you can. Now if holding on with your hands is a little bit too much, you can always use a towel or a little belt here first. And we're gonna point the toes and we're gonna flex the foot, reaching into the heel. Point the toes and flex the foot. 2 more times. Just kind of giving our ankle a little bit of love, showing our feet some love. If you've been standing or walking around on them all day, this is a really nice thing to do. Circle the foot in one direction and then the other. I feel like the feet are always the forgotten part of the body until something is wrong. We circle the other way, but they're so important to the overall health of your body. Did you know that most knee and hip issues are as a result of imbalances in our feet? And then if you have knee and hip issues, that leads into spinal and shoulder issues and all kinds of other stuff. So show your feet some love. All right, that should have felt good in your ankles and your feet. Now that the feet are a little bit, massaged and mobilized, we're gonna start with our leg circles. Arms come into the side of the body. Cross your body with your right leg. Circle that leg around, bring it in. The whole time you're circling that leg, your left foot is pressing down like crazy to help you stabilize your body against this circling movement. We have one more in this direction. We're gonna pause at the top and reverse. Take it out around to the side, swipe your thigh, bring it in. Out around, we swipe and bring it in. This is a really nice exercise for your hip, just kind of promoting that lubrication of the joint. A little bit of circulation, synovial fluid in that space. Such a healing exercise for that hip joint. All right, stretch your left leg out all the way. Bend your right knee into your chest. Hug it in nice and tight and feel that stretch across the pelvis. Now the left hand is gonna come to the outside of the right knee. Right hand comes down to the floor and we draw that leg across the body for a little twist. Now, I'm not so interested in the leg going all the way to the floor. I'm really interested in your shoulders staying grounded on the mat so that you twist through the spine and maybe even stretch across the hip and a little bit of the lower back here. We bring the leg back into center. We give it one more hug into the chest and the foot comes down to the floor. Left leg reaches up to the ceiling. We pull the leg into the body. Good. And we show it that same love that we did on the other side. You're going to point your foot and flex, point and flex. And just notice if one side is different from the other. If you have more tightness in one foot or one hamstring, and sometimes we recognize that we have other things going on that side of the body too. Now we circle the foot one way, really work into that ankle and that foot, and circle the other way. 3 to 4 times in each direction should be enough. Nice. All right. Now we've mobilized the foot, arms come to the side of the body. Stretch into your ankle as you cross over your right thigh with the left leg. Swipe the thigh, bring it around, pause at the top. Now your right foot is pushing down to stabilize your body. Find your core, find your shoulders. Everything that's touching the mat is pressing down into the mat. Nice. Last 2. And we want to do about 5 in each direction. Something like that. If you need more, you can always take more. Take it out to the side, around, so reversing that direction, and back in. 4 more. 3, circle around, try to stabilize your hips and body. We're getting to that last 1. Push your right foot down as you circle your left leg. Pause at the top. We hug the knee back into the chest. We lengthen the right leg out this time. Really stretch across that pelvis. Feel that length through the whole front of your right thigh. Right hand to the left knee. We draw the left knee across the body. Gaze can go in the opposite direction for that twist. Deep breath in. Exhale. In and out. And bring everything back into center. Place your feet flat on the floor. We're bending the knees one more time. We're about to go into a little bridging section. But again, we start with the feet. Knees can be about hips width apart. If you want them closer for more inner thigh, you can always bring the inner thighs together. We're going to start with the feet, like I said, lifting the heels up. Now, as you bring your heels back down, think about articulating through your foot. Try to get your arch to the floor first before the heel. Yes, I know it's impossible. However, we're thinking of that. And just thinking about that articulating in the feet or really rolling through the foot should help find some connection into your posterior chain and your glutes. You're going to be needing those in a minute when we lift the hips up. The last one, we lift the heels. We roll through the foot to come down. Keep that strong butt. Reach your arms nice and long, shoulders pressed down, and we're going to lift just the tailbone. So that's 1 vertebrae off the floor. The ribs press down. The feet are still pressing down. Good. And then roll that tailbone back down. Lift again. Hips lift. Rib cage stays in. It's almost like you're C-shaping your spine. It might be so small that it's not visible to the naked eye, but your body feels this. And we roll back down. Now on this next one, think about lifting your arms with your hips. So you're going to pull your abdominals in, lift your arms, and just stretch them all the way back. Let them lengthen out. And now pull your hips away from the arms as you roll your spine back down. Let's do that one more time. Keep the arms back there. When you lift your hips, stretch your hips forward, stretch your arms back. Feel the length in the spine and roll down. Good. All right, on this last one, you're going to roll your hips up, stretch into your fingers. Keep stretching your fingers up and long. As the arms come forward, your hips lift a little higher and higher and higher as far as you can go until the arms are down on the floor. We press down with the arms. Keep the hips up here for 5, 4, 3. Keep stretching forward, keep reaching up, and now roll down from your upper back through to your middle back. Lower back comes onto the mat, tailbone comes down last. Knees come into the chest. Give yourself a gentle rock side to side, just a little massage for that lower back. Should feel really good. Deep breath in, exhale out. Deep breath in, exhale out. Full body stretch one more time just because we love it. Nice, and roll over onto your belly for a little bit of swanning action here. All right, the head is going to come onto the arms. Reach long through the back of the neck and into your toes. Try to find as much length in your body as possible. Shoulders relax away from your neck. On your in-breath, press down with your head and your arms. Try to pick your belly button off the floor and lengthen to lower back down. Good. One more time. Push down with the arms and the head. Pick your belly button off the floor. Remember that sensation of your belly pulling away from the floor. On your next one, we're going to push down with the forearms and we're going to lengthen through the back of the neck as we lift the head and upper body. Push down with the arms to find more lift. Lengthen and stretch the back of the neck to lower down. One more like that. Or reach with the back of the neck. Lengthen, 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 and lengthen to come back down. Arms come into the side of the body. Let's go a little bit deeper into our swan. Add in some shoulder rolls too. You're going to lift your shoulders to your ears. Stretch into your legs as you do this. Lift them up to the ceiling. Slide your shoulder blades down your back and use that glide to find a little bit of lift through the upper body and torso. And we lengthen to lower back down. Inhale, lift the shoulders to the ears, roll them back, slide those shoulder blades down your back, arms reach for the feet, lift, keep the back of the neck as long as you can, and lengthen, lower down. One more time. Lift the shoulders to the ears, up to the ceiling, slide down your back, lengthen, bring the hands in as you lower. We're going to press up to all fours. We'll reach the hips back for active Pilates rest position. Push out of your fingertips all the way into your tailbone. The belly button is pulling away from the thighs. So yes, this is a little bit different than what you would do, for example, in yoga. We're not letting ourselves collapse into the legs. We're actively staying in our core and finding the length of all those muscles that lay along our spine. Let's find a little bit more spread in the back by cupping the heels. If heels is not an option, you can cup your ankles or your calves instead, or your shins instead. We're going to drag the elbows out wide, try to spread the muscles across your back, pull the belly in and round, 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 round. Good. Feel all that stretch and bring it back in. We're going to go into my absolute favorite, the mermaid stretch. Knees come over to one side of your body. Stack your legs. Good. Sit up nice and tall. Now see if you can hook your hand around your bottom ankle. If that's not an option with stacked legs, you can always stagger the legs too. But we really want to hook on so that you can lift out of that kind of pull against the leg, making a nice solid structure with your body. I like to press the floor away a little bit to find even more lift in the spine before I go into my stretch. Right arm is going to come up to my ear, pull the belly in, press the hips down, and now lengthen over to the left side, stretch like you're trying to touch something on the other side of the room. Now as you come up, lift your hand all the way up to the ceiling. Let's do that again. We're going to stretch up and over. Make sure your shoulder is relaxed away from your ear on that left side. Your hips are pushing down. We reach over, the belly pulls in. Feel that stretch all the way down your right side body. It should feel delicious. And we bring it in. Take the hand down to the floor. We're going to reach the left arm up to the ceiling besides the ear. Lean over to the right side just as a little bit of a counter stretch. Like I said, this was one of the ones that made me fall in love with Pilates. I get a lot of tightness in my lower back. I have scoliosis. And for the first time in my life, I feel like something was cracking open in those muscles around my lower back. All right, stagger or stack on the other side. Hold onto your bottom ankle. Push the floor away with your left hand. Lengthen that spine first. And then left arm by the side of the ear. Push the hips down. Take it up and over. Bring it back in. Beautiful. Up and over. Stretch longer with your arm. Get longer in that side bend. And bring it in. Good. Hand comes down to the floor. Counter stretch by taking the opposite arm to the ear. Right arm goes over to the left side. We find a stretch that direction and we bring it back in. Awesome work. Good. We're going to take it to all fours one more time. This time you are going to tuck your toes under, around your head in, and push back so that you're in a crouched position. Good. Pause here for a moment. It's a nice stretch for the feet. And lift your hips up to the ceiling so that you're in a forward folded position. Please keep your knees soft and bent. We don't want to be straight in the legs. We want to have softness. Now, something I like to do at the end of a long day is just give my neck a little bit of traction. The hands can come to the side of the head, and we just let the weight of the arms sort of pull on the head. Now, the neck and the head have to be completely relaxed here for this to feel good. So allow yourself to soften, the eyes to close, knees are bent. Good. No tension anywhere. If there's any tension, you let go and roll up to standing. But if you can, you take 2 more breaths. Inhale and out. Inhale deep. Exhale. Feels so good. Hands come to the floor. Give yourself a couple of side to sides with the head. And then lean forward into your toes. Maybe walk the hands a little bit more forward. And it will almost feel like your heels are about to pop off the floor. But they're still touching the floor. You just have that weight in the front of your legs. Keeping your knees soft, slowly start to roll up. Keep your arms dangling down from the shoulders. Keep the weight out of the heels. Now start to shrug your shoulders to the ears as you get to the top. When you get to the very top, set your shoulders down your back. Feels so good. Let's roll down one more time. Hands stay close to the thighs. It's almost like your ice cream melting in the summertime as you roll down. Knees bend and soften to keep the strain out of the lower back. The fingertips can touch the floor. I don't know why, but when your hands and feet are connected to the floor, the body allows you to release just that little bit more. Take those side to sides again with the head and take a couple of back and forths with the head. Say yes to a good night's sleep, lots of peaceful, calm, beautiful dreams coming up. All right, and slowly start to roll up. Keep your knees soft, weight into the toes. As you get to the top, shrug your shoulders to your ears, almost like you're being lifted up by those shoulders. And then we set them down the back. Exhaling. We're going to do one more thing to finish, just a little chest expansion. Heels together, toes slightly apart. Soften your knees. Press the heels into each other. Arms come to the side of the body. Think about your rib cage pulling in and together in the front of your body as your palms press back. And we gently bring that back in. Let's do that again. Shoulder blades glide together. Your chest expands, opening the chest, but keeping that rib cage in, and bring it in. Good. On this last one, I want you to press back and start to grow tall, pressing the heels together and down. Feel your legs activate. Feel your body rise tall. Feel all that space, that strength, that length that you created in the last 15 to 20 minutes. And then release the arms, but keep the space, the strength, and the length. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a really good night's sleep. And I hope I see you again. I'm Low Impact Fit across all social media platforms. See you next time. Bye.